I was gonna go to Hoyo Lab to look for the dev post about the new artifact loadout that they're gonna implement. So I went to Hoyo Lab. Can I show you what's happening in Hoyo Lab? Did I go to Hoyo Lab? I scroll down just a bit. Like, I feel like Genshin players are not even trying to hide the fact that they are down so tremendously. Show comments. You know what? Let's take a look at the comments. And then some guy replied in, is that Russian? Where's the artifact loadout post? So I've seen some Twitter comments about this, and apparently it's not artifact loadouts. Okay, there's quick loadout and there's custom loadout. So for quick loadout, they just literally put on a random set of artifacts, I think. And you cannot take artifacts off other characters, which is really weird because normally you only put on good artifacts on your other characters, right? So there's no point if you have to like unequip it and then have to click on this button again. And then there's custom loadout where you can select the artifact main affix set type, minor affixes, but now you can choose whether or not to use artifacts that have been equipped or not, right? That's a step in the right direction. So it still picks the artifacts for you for some reason, but you're allowed to just switch out whichever ones that you think is incorrect. I feel like they're literally over complicating it for like no reason. So why didn't it just make it so that we can just save the artifacts that we select? Can somebody with more than like 3 brain cells actually explain to me why they are dead set on picking up my artifacts for me instead of literally just allowing you to select the pieces for each artifact slot and then saving that loadout so you could load in the actual artifacts that you want to equip every single time? Like, they have got to be doing that on purpose at this point. There is literally no point of them just picking out artifacts for you and then you having to correct them afterwards. They literally added an extra step for this for no reason. It could have been literally just this screen, and instead of check alternatives or generate again, like literally these 2 buttons does not have to exist. Instead of these 2 buttons, they could have just added like, hello? I mean, is this literally not an artifact loadout? And then this could be literally preset 1, right? It's literally preset 1 and then like preset 2. Done. Now you could pick whichever preset. It goes to this screen. You pick out your artifacts for each one of these slots. You press save and you could equip it on any character that you want. Why did they have to add in the extra step where you have to check for alternatives and have them pick out your artifacts again? I don't get it. But I feel like there's no way they're doing this because they don't want you to actually save the presets, because that would actually take up room in the database. No shot. Nah, that's not a thing, is it? Wait. I think they're genuinely doing this so that they don't have to actually save your data in the database. But aren't they still sort of saving this data anyways? Oh my fucking god, there's no shot. That's the only reason I could think of. Storing data of individual artifacts might be less efficient than just storing the stats that you want on the artifacts and have them use those stats and generate a set of artifacts for you. Because at the end of the day, it is meant for the phone, right? So they just intentionally don't want any loadout for quality of life. Okay, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say they actually do. It's just that they are limited by the hardware, I feel like. I'm just gonna defend Hoyoverse for the last time. I'm not saying they shouldn't change this, but I'm just saying I'm just gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Hoyo Dick Rider. Dude, listen, I'm not a dick rider. I'm literally saying they should change it because there's no way it took them 3 years to come up with this, right? There's just no physical way that this is 3 years of developments. They have had to have a prototype where you're actually able to save individual artifacts, but it takes up too much space in the database so that they resorted to the, oh, just give us the stats that you're looking for and we'll pick out your artifacts for you. Like this. Holy fuck! We're getting artifact loadouts finally. So it looks like it's not exactly what we all have been wanting, but it's a start. I have hope they'll add more to it and refine it to give us true loadouts. Listen. There's no way it's 3 years for this. I saw this right after I saw this. Since some people seem to be confused, this is not loadouts. This is more like quick equips with filters. Don't let them trick you. MiHoYo is allergic to the very idea of what a loadout is supposed to do. Either that or they just don't know what a loadout is. Holy! I feel like sometimes you should just not give a multi-billion-dollar company a free pass. Check Zyok's tweet.
Holy fucking shit. Are these actual artifact presets? No way. There's no way. Someone smack me. Someone kiss me. There's no way we're finally getting them. Please tell me it's real and not baits. 3 years of asking for this every day. Every single Genshin survey since 1.0.
Okay, you have not been asking this since 1.0, Zyok. Relax, okay? Relax. Wind back a bit on the cap. Like, the thing about this is, like, Zyx is still confused. You can't save a build. You can't save a build. Hoyoverse is literally saying, okay, give me the stats you want on each of the artifact pieces, and we will pick it out for you. You don't get to pick the pieces. They're gonna pick the pieces. Show the whole thread.
I went from super excited about this to realizing that it may not be what I thought it was, to thinking it's somewhat useful, to accepting it for what it is, useful but not amazing, and now manifesting that it's a start and get updated with real loadouts next patch. All right, listen, Mr. Zyox, listen. Nicholas! 3 years to develop a start is so fucking stupid. I cannot emphasize on how dumb it is that they went an extra step to generate the artifacts for you. It's literally an extra step for like no reason, so that you cannot save the artifact pieces that you want. You post a tweet, you coward, instead of judging other people's. Since some people say we're getting artifact loadouts and others say these are not loadouts, I'd say they cancel each other out, so Hoyoverse should just remove artifacts from the game to prevent future confusion. Hello? Never glazing, always on points, forever based.